Sorry about that, guys. We are back now into the pregame ban and pick thingamajig. There's a little bit of an issue with the blue team not able to ban 3 champions. It bugged out, which is just beautiful. So they're actually going to use Twitch as a placeholder ban, which is kind of funny.
I think Twitch is pretty strong myself.
He's actually quite the strong AD carry, as far as I know. Skarner banned, of course, as we were talking about before. Let's see what Delirium decides to pick up.
Shen, of course. No Shen ban.
He's open, might as well, right? That global presence Shen can have is ridiculous.
Do you suppose he's going to trade him to Herb Derpster for his support?
That's okay, I actually don't know who plays what on this team.
Delirium's a support player. Herb Derpster plays top.
Oh yeah, I definitely think so. He's just one of those champions you need to pick up early because otherwise the opponent's going to get them. And Harablo,
picking up the Nunu.
He's a guy after my heart right there with that Nunu pickup. I love Nunu in the jungle. So fun. Let's see what Jane and Herb Derpster decide to do here. A couple different options open for them. They could always pick up the Morgana.
Janna coming out.
Janna pick up for the support. I like that, especially versus a Sona lane. Can stop some of that harass as well as do your own with that knock up and the slow.
And Nocturne. I've seen him play Nocturne once before this tournament. It was pretty good.
Cool beans. Should be interesting to see that. Nocturne is quite the strong ganker, and couple that with the Shen, you can turn any engagement really into your favor. Having Nocturne hop in and then Shen.
I think I foresee Corki on purple team. That's just a guess, but I think
Corki would be a pretty decent pick. He's a very strong late game champion, and Nunu really adds to that.
Not to mention the poke with Sona is gigantic.
Oh yeah, I think actually we just saw that last game. It was Corki Sona bot lane versus a Tarek Ezreal, and
right.
They pushed them so hard out to harass them, and it was vicious to watch. Let's see what the next 2 picks are.
Must be intense debating going on.
Gotta think that someone's thinking about the Morgana. At least in my mind. I think Morgana and a champion like Nunu work really well together. If Nunu comes into gank, he has that snowball or the ice ball. Slows them down, they can be binded so easily.
At the same time, Morgana, oh, there it is actually. And Caitlyn.
Actually, I have seen him do this before. One of the games that he watched of, I think Hello's the AD carry.
Yes, except he was playing with Tarek last game, which is a strong kill lane.
But when it comes down to it, Caitlyn is a ridiculous.
650 range.
Yeah,
it's pretty big.
Poke is just unstoppable.
Going Karthus.
I like that pickup versus Morgana. It's definitely a farm versus farm lane. And as you see, he does have that teleport, so it looks like he might be able to do some AoE, or not AoE, but map presence kind of funness. So far we got 3 globals, and if they pick up someone like Ashe, that could be pretty deadly.
With Janna, Ashe is super good.
Yeah, you're never going to die in lane, basically.
It's the possible weak. Yeah, there it is, too.
Yeah.
Good call.
I saw them play this yesterday with the Janna Ashe. They never died.
Well, yeah, it's one of those instances where you can't kill us. Yeah. But depending... Oh, Tristana now.
Oh, that could be kind of interesting.
Oh, locks in, too.
I think that's actually pretty smart, considering what they have on the enemy team. They have that Morgana. If she doesn't use her Black Shield on herself, they can knock her out of the area as soon as she ultimates, or they can do that on Nunu, disengage him, and active game was not found. Don't worry, just hit OK. It's fine. It's because when it gets remade, it's kind of fuzzy. But I also like the fact that Tristana has that 90% attack speed bonus.
Yes. The steroid is huge. Not only that, the range late game is giant.
Yeah, and I think versus someone like Caitlyn, having a longer range than her is going to be really important because she starts to fall off in the late game.
Yes, she does. Tristana has actually a fairly decent early game, and then kind of a folly off mid game, and then just kind of comes back out of nowhere at about 30 minutes.
Yeah, she becomes a powerhouse of attack speed and blowing people up.
And T-Time Korea actually going exhaust on Karthus, which I actually like that. I do.
Yeah, because you get into that team fight area, and you can get in the middle of everybody, use that exhaust, keep people in place underneath you, and you can also, you can even use that on someone like Morgana and remove some of the effectiveness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Remove the effectiveness of her ultimate. So we are getting into the 3-minute delay. Let's talk about some of the different lanes. Shen versus Olaf. I think that's a bit of a tough lane for Shen, isn't it?
I'm not sure, because the sure way to get rid of Olaf, I think, is just health because of his true damage, right? There's no point getting armor when he's just going to strike down past it anyways.
Yeah.
But I find that Shen builds health quickly anyways, so I think that's kind of like, it's going to be like a neutral lane for a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those ones where maybe a bit of trading back and forth. If the jungler comes up, it could go either way.
Yeah, absolutely. If Nunu comes in, I didn't actually factor that. It could be quick.
But the same thing goes for Nocturne. If he gets there before Olaf hits 6 and uses Fear, Olaf can kind of be in a crappy position because Nocturne can also shield his axes, which would normally slow him down.
So what do you think is going to happen early game bottom?
Yeah, this is going to be kind of an interesting lane, I think. Hello and Ender are going to be doing a lot of aggression. At least that's what I'm going to assume, because Hello will have a higher range at level 1 through, I think, like 7-ish. And he will be able to poke a lot harder. And then Ender will just have his normal Sup, I'm Sona.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Janna, I guess, is like the deny queen. I don't really see much going on in terms of damaging the midget. Just because storm. And it's really, and not only that, the shields. And Delirium's Janna is super good.
Oh, I didn't know that, so that'll be nice for us. Mid lane, Morgana versus Karthus. We kind of talked about this a little bit. Both really strong farmers.
I think, yeah, it's going to be pretty passive unless jungle ganks. Yeah. But at the same time, jungle ganks mid are a little bit more difficult than other lane because it's so open.
Yeah, there are a couple different paths you can take to come in there. You can come in from the side bushes, you can come in from behind them. But there has been a new, at least I think on the top mid side, like the red team's mid, there's been a new, not really new, but they changed the range or vision on it so that they can actually see when they come in from like the right side of the lane.
Okay.
So now that makes ganks from that side, like from the red team's blue.
Okay.
Like from that side, it makes ganks there less successful because now the tower can see down that lane a little bit.
I actually didn't know that.
No? Oh, it's one of those things that kind of made me angry because I do love ganking mid lane. I love it so much.
So, how much do you think Harablo is going to be invading, being Nunu's strongest trait?
He's got to, like, I mean, if you're not invading, you better be ganking. And I watched a couple games that he played, and his invade is pretty damn strong. I'd love to see a lot of that. Shut down Nocturne, because he is such a good farmer, Nocturne.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's got a pretty nice clear time, too.
Yeah. So if you can shut that down, maybe steal his red buff, steal his big wraith, that kind of thing, you can start to put him behind and start to get your team more ahead. So here we go. We're actually finally getting into it. I'm excited. Let's see the skins. Frost Queen Janna, Grim Reaper Karthus, and Firefighter Tristana.
Oh, Firefighter.
That's actually 3-on-3 skins.
Hey, Cookie Crunch.
Cookie Crunch.
I love Cookie Monster Nunu.
Grunge. I'm definitely a bigger fan of the robot Nunu. Yeah, exactly.
Roll off.
When I actually ended up, I play a lot of Jungle Nunu. I binded my laugh to my Z key, so as I'm walking around, I can just spam it.
These are pretty standard buys. Boots, pots on everybody besides the support.
Yep, Nunu going with boot, ward, and pot, which is pretty damn standard, especially if you're planning on doing a little bit of invading. Go ahead and ward the enemy's wraiths. Make sure that they can't invade towards your blue, and you also can figure out where Nocturne's starting based on that. Because you'll be able to see him if he decides to do his wraiths or go to blue instead. And you can also tell if, he goes to your own red.
Oh, looks like Tristan's going to intercept Nunu.
Uh-oh. Be a little dangerous here. Harablo taking an auto attack from Los Banderos. So they have an idea of where at least Nunu is, but Hello's also down here. This can be a little bit
there's 3 down there now. If Trish goes to try to face check, she's going to be in some trouble.
She can also get hit by that trap, which would be very dangerous for her. If she gets trapped down there with the Nunu and Hello, as well as Ender. Oh, and now Spitfire's coming in from behind, as is Olaf. We could see a little bit of early game fighting.
Did they come across? Los Banderos probably got spotted by the trap.
Delirium gets caught. Los Banderos gets caught by the binding. Delirium has to flash out of there because otherwise he would have taken a lot of damage.
That was close.
That was very close.
If that binding would have hit.
Now it looks like the blue team is going to be camping in the side bush beside red, whereas the red team is just going to throw a ward at red. I think that is an excellent place to ward, at least at this point, because now you can tell if Nocturne decides he wants to go for that red buff. And if he does, well then just go and steal his blue buff as Nunu, because most of the time you can save your smites because your consume already does 500 damage. If anybody else auto attacks for you, you can get that thing clear just as fast as if you do smite.
Yeah, I think Nunu's gonna start safe here.
Yeah.
Herb Derps are actually dashing into the bush. I think they were expecting they were still there.
And now it looks like they have gone for that blue buff. I suppose it's a matter of seeing whether or not Nunu decides he wants to go and steal that blue. I think that would be a decent choice at this point. You want to put your opponent behind, and if you put your enemy Nunu behind, or not enemy Nunu, enemy Nocturne behind early on by stealing his blue buff, you can first off, you get the timer on it if you decide to clear the camp. Second off, you really slow down his clear speed and even potential ganks, because he has to make sure to conserve his mana.
Looks like he's going across the race though.
Okay, that's obviously you don't want to be too aggressive. If you're playing against a team of actual people, if you're playing in solo queue or duo queue, I mean, running over to blue buff isn't that big of a deal. But if you're playing against a team of people, you want to play a little bit more conservatively. You want to play a little bit more smart. You don't want to get in a position where the enemy team's communication will make you lose.
Yeah, absolutely. Team games are completely different from a solo queue.
So this top lane, it seems to be, well, I mean, there's not too much happening right now. We were talking about that before. A little bit of a farm lane.
Looks like they're poking John out of the bush, or John Asona. That's a smart move.
Yeah, you do not want to let her get in there. Delirium kind of staying beside the bush and almost in it. I think that's a good choice. Make sure you're always within range of shield. And Herb Derps are taking quite a bit of damage from Dylan Carroll, using that true damage, spam, etc. Nunu is up here with the red and the blue buff. So it's a matter of if Herb Derpster can get baited out to die to Dylan Carroll. Nocturne also coming up. Ooh, this could be a gank, counter gank.
This will be
situation.
a good. I think this will be a good fight.
Ooh,
but Jane's actually pretty low.
Oh, and there we go.
And he taunts Nunu.
That is unfortunate for him. But actually, he's able to get out of there, even though the red buff did hit him, as did the slow.
The flash did go down, though.
At least he's able to get out of there without dying. Parablo now is backing off. They see him going that way. Nunu is, he's very scary in this early stage, because his ice ball does a lot of damage compared to how much health you have, and then he also can just like auto attack you to death with the blood boil. Hello doing a lot of damage to Delirium down here.
Yeah, that's a really good combo. He does the Caliber Net and a Piltover at the same time, so he launches himself back whilst in the animation of shooting the Piltover.
Yeah, I always love to see that. It looks so interesting how she like shoots two things at once, basically.
Yeah. Whilst flying backwards.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's like one of those things you tell your friends about. Yesterday I did a Caliber Net and then I Piltover. What's up? What can you do about that? Show off, etc.
Karthus actually laying down some pretty good pomegranates, some Skittles, blowing up.
At the same time, Nocturne comes in from the side, the shield goes off. OKGD gets off the fear, though. Spitfire uses the flash. Excellent forcing that flash.
You could tell she didn't want to use it.
Yeah, she was trying to walk out of there with that spell shield.
That true damage.
Yeah, it's quite vicious. Especially there's a couple different ways you can play Olaf, right? You can go for stuff like the Frozen Mallet and all this fun stuff. And Spitfire here getting caught by that. T-Time Korea also getting caught. Harablo gets feared, might be able to get out of here. No,
Ice ball.
Goes off.
First blood for Nunu.
Excellent job there.
Thanks for the cookie, bro.
As we were saying before, like early, he is so powerful. I mean, Nunu, he might fall off late game. He still has some power by being able to speed up their own AD carry and slow down the enemies.
Yeah. Plus the attack speed decretion from the snowball is also huge.
But when it comes to like just being Nunu, he can't really like 1v1 anyone when it comes to late game.
No, not at all.
No, Spitfire getting caught up by OKG Jane. Another Q could go off and kill her. Come on.
Oh my goodness, just auto attacks all the way to the turret.
That's what we call some manpower right there.
Yeah, my jungle's got to kill too. Now what?
Though it's kind of unfortunate because Morgana does now have that assist. Interesting choice. Boots level 2 first for Karthus.
And cages for Morgana. Cages, Dorns, and a ward and some pots.
Cage is kind of another one of those interesting picks.
Farming super well though.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Though with the bot lane, I think is where we're seeing the biggest difference. 46 CS versus 27.
That's just the Sona power, the ability to zone out Tristana with the Qs.
Also, the long range that Caitlyn has.
Well, absolutely, because if you come in to try to do anything, she can literally have the free range to poke you because of the 650 range.
Then use that caliber net, and you're not having a good time. Hello keeps like instantly canceling it, like as it goes through, so that he's only last hitting. Have you been noticing that? Like it's it's like the projectile is almost flying through the air, and then he cancels it. I love to see that. Just like the kind of interesting things you can do if you have the micro and mechanical skill.
Oh yeah, if you can cancel your auto attacks like perfectly, it's pretty big.
Oh, Harablo coming through here now. T-Time Korea is here. The fear goes off on Harablo. Los Banderas coming forward as well. Harablo taking so much damage. The ignite goes off, and there we go. T-Time Korea completes that kill. I think that was a really good choice to go in.
Yeah, that was. They knew his flash was down, and Nunu was like,
I'm stuck. And that also can help catching up the rest of the team, getting all that assist money and whatnot, and then just slowing down Nunu, because Nunu, if he starts snowballing in the early game, your mid game is going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're looking forward to late game mostly right now.
Yeah, the late game for the blue team is going to be quite strong. It's I don't know, it's kind of an interesting position to be in, like having to play for that stage, because like you kind of have this idea that okay, we might lose the laning phase, we might lose mid game, but we have to get to this certain point in the game. Like it's a good position to be in as the red team, because if you know your opponents are going to be playing a little bit more passively, you can just get all aggressive and whatnot.
At the same time, that can be a completely viable strategy. You could see that there's an Ezreal on the other team, and you could pick Tristana and say, okay, we know these guys are going to stomp us early, but late game we'll be able to take them out.
Yeah. I guess it's just a matter of getting there. That's the biggest thing. Trying to get to that late game stage.
Yeah, and it can be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, like you're behind 5 kills, and you're just trying to get to this point. Oh, there's the flash ultimate. So Los Banderas taking so much damage, hopping forward as well. Ooh, the re-engage onto Hello gets the kill, and it looks like they might also get a kill onto Ender, having 4 people down here plus the global Cardinal getting so much assist money and the double kill.
This is the perfect example of dying for a good cause.
Exactly. Los Banderas doing some work there, hopping in aggressively because he knows that Shen's ulting on top of him.
So valiant, and then the Nocturne at the same time. Yeah. You were right about the globals.
Yeah, the globals are so strong, especially, and I don't mean to sound negative, like when you're playing against a team where they have players of higher level skill. Like Hello is 2100 ELO. That is quite a big difference from the 1500 that we see from the bottom. Blue team gets that.
Nunu tries to go into steal,
and now he's going to go down to all the CC from the blue team. So the blue team definitely showing some strength here in the teamwork, especially. Not even so much just like the individual like CS and whatnot, but the teamwork is doing so much work for them.
They're both viable things, being able to win your lane, but also being able to play in your team super well.
Like that's exactly what you were talking about before. Like the team game is so much different than playing like in solo queue or duo queue. Like if you can play as a team, it doesn't really matter even what your ELO is, as long as you guys can play well together and coordinate.
Throwing down the ultimate just to kind of get some damage under and say, hey, I'm here.
I think that's a really smart thing to do, especially when the Janna is in lane, because that ultimate, like you might be able to use it as like a last hit kill thingamajig.
Yeah, but the fact it can be intercepted,
yeah, it kind of makes it a bit of a pain in the butt. So using it to harass, definitely a smart idea. You always see that if someone ends up going like Caitlyn versus Caitlyn mid, which you don't see as much because Caitlyn not really picked too much. But if you do see that Caitlyn picked up versus Caitlyn, using that auto or the ultimate to harass can be an amazing, like just you're screwed kind of thing majig.
Yeah, the reliance on using it as a last hit is kind of faulty, I think, in the fact that anybody can just kind of step in front of it. Delirium this close to that trap.
Yeah. Just gets.
Oh no!
Oh, he hops on top of it at the same time. Los Banderas hops forward to try and do something. Dylan Carroll also using his harass up in this top lane, misses his axe.
The true damage though.
The true damage is pretty sick. But at this point, Dylan Carroll is he doesn't actually. I don't think he has enough or as much gold as Shen. Let's take a look. 2,800 versus. Okay, he has more gold, but Shen has all that assist money, so he's still in the game.
Well, when you look at the creep score, 92 to 65.
Yeah. But I think a big part of that is the fact that early game, Shen wasn't doing as good versus Olaf, and then Shen had to leave lane.
Oh, right, absolutely. And as I was thinking, Shen's going straight into health. Looks like he's going for a Sunfire Cape.
Yeah. One thing that's kind of cool right now, you see Herb Derpster and T-Time Korea, their ultimates are going to be up at basically the same time. Like they are almost, yeah, they're up.
They're up, yep, absolutely.
So now they have 3 globals active.
This could be interesting if they choose to fight it out right now.
Yeah, or they just choose to go bottom or something like that. I think they are going to have to shut down that bot lane. Caitlyn, if they shut her down, because she does have 104 CS to 64 right now, then they can perhaps salvage kind of like the difference there. Because Caitlyn, we've seen some games with Hello before. When he gets going, he gets going. It is ridiculous how well he can do.
I think if they can keep Kate kind of under, if you know what I mean, then their team play will be able to kind of outwit Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Just because of how the way Caitlyn is.
Yeah. We're going to have to see if they are able to do that, though. Los Banderos and Delirium just kind of pushing this lane out, and then they are going to go buy some items, pretty standard stuff. On Tristana, I think Los Banderos likes to do double Dorans into Zeal. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I was talking to him the other day, and he mentioned that. I guess we'll see what he decides to do.
For Pandaros, I think Pandaros is going to rush straight into a BF sword or a pickaxe into the Infinity Edge, just because of the steroid. It just promotes the use of an Infinity Edge.
Definitely. Dylan Carroll kind of forced to back off there. He's pretty low compared to Shen.
Yeah, it's kind of back and forth top. One's low, the other's low. One's low, the other's low.
Yeah, Shen has a lot of sustain in that lane. It's pretty, he throws that Vorpal Blade or whatever it's called, and it can do some work. So mid lane again, 108 CS versus 102. Karth is definitely filling up that deficit that he was at before. The only negative thing, of course, there we go. They engage. Karth
there's a trap right there.
In. Enderix gets caught. T-Time Korea gets the kill.
So they're trying to ult Hello back, but was about too much far off. Almost tried to push her into the wall too, but instead pushed her towards the turret.
It's a little bit unfortunate, but they still managed to get Nocturne a little bit out of position right now.
He's checking out the blue. Nunu's right next to it. I don't know if he knows. Morgana's actually going to cut him off right now. Okay, Jane just trying to kind of attacking here.
Misses the ultimate, or no, not misses the ultimate, misses the binding. Oh, Tristana over the wall. There we go.
Tristana says not today.
Los Banderos manages to secure that up.
Delirium taking some heavy damage also from Caitlyn. The damage that she can do with a Bloodthirster Rush.
Oh, and here T-Time Korea goes and steals the enemy blue buff. That is going to be pretty big.
Well, that means that Nocturne can have their blue buff.
Yeah, whenever it comes up. I think that is an excellent thing to do there. You shut down Morgana, and then you also... Oh, there we go. Los Panderos and Hello kind of getting a little bit of fight there.
Oh, Sona's here, though.
Sona. This could be negative.
Oh, was that a flash cleanse?
Flash cleanse forward. He meant to go the other way.
And Shen ults in.
And they're taking so much damage. Not going down, though. Los Panderos didn't have enough mana and health to be able to hop in on that. Nunu is coming in now, trying to at least stop them from taking down this turret, because that definitely was, or that can be a possibility. One thing I like to point out, though, it is a 6-kill difference, though it's only about a 1.1k gold difference.
So that farm is so important, and this just kind of proves that.
Okay, DJ clearing out some wards, and then they are going to be setting up for this dragon, which they know is coming up quite soon. If they are able to take that out, then the gold difference is going to kind of keep jumping forward, which is exactly what you want to be doing. No one from the red team coming over here at this point. I think after they cleared that ward, like there really wasn't too much that the red team could do.
That dragon was pretty quick.
Yeah, that was stupid quick, actually. Paying attention to that, and it looks like they might be going for something like pushing down this turret, because they noticed that Olaf has taken down the top turret. I think that'd be a pretty good choice. Take down this mid turret, trade that, because now you're ahead, because you also have dragon, right?
Yeah, the gold's actually in blue team's favor now.
Yeah, and it looks like Olaf is coming in from the side. At the same time, Hello is pushing bottom. if he gets that turret, that actually can be a blessing and a curse for the blue team, because taking down the turret, obviously you don't want turrets taken down because then your opponent can start going in through your jungle. But if you get the bottom turret taken out as an AD carry, you can freeze your lane and just stay there forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Firefighter Tristana turns into Farmer Tristana.
I think that'd be an interesting skin. She like shoots out of a hay bale or something. Squeezes a cow. I don't know.
But yeah, if bottom turret goes down, I'm not sure if I want to say they want that, but it would help Los Panderos far more.
Yeah, because he is pretty far behind, about 30 CS. It's 2 kills in a bit. No, here comes Dylan Carroll using Gramacia, getting exhausted and ulted. Oh my god, how did he ultied accidentally?
And then he flashed out of his ulti animation.
Yeah. I think he maybe should have just let that happen.
Oh, Delirium getting caught by the Q from Morgana there. Dark Binding.
Uh-oh.
But not much going down other than this.
There's a lot of aggression all over the map. At the same time, Shen's pushing top. I think giving Olaf red was probably the best choice that they could have done there. Nunu with red, not exactly the most impressive thing, because you already have your slow out of your Ice Blast. You don't need to have any more slows. Dylan Carroll now, missing his axe.
Fearless
is running forward. And Los Panderos
jumps in with the knockdown ulti. Barely does timing again. Hello gets killed pretty much instantly.
Ooh, gets stopped by the Janna ultimate. I think that's an excellent choice. Stopping that ultimate from charging up. Everyone gets out of there except Hello.
Just kind of had to get out of there real quick.
And at this point, Hello is ahead CS-wise, but is 1-3, which isn't exactly the best position to be in. Blue and red buff for Olaf. That's kind of scary. He's able to spam his axes and his true damage.
How much damage do you think he's going to do the turret here before Shen gets there? I think he's just going to back off after the wave.
Yeah, I don't think he can do too much there. Looks like he's going for something like Frozen Mallet and Randuin's.
Yeah, probably Randuin's Omen.
You see people sometimes go stuff like, the Frozen Mallet I think is pretty much a staple on him. But
yeah.
You can also see people do things such as getting that Spirit Visage, something that gives you like cooldown resistance, magic res.
Some Olafs actually build Shirley's too.
Yeah, and then you can also go for something, what's that called? The Ionian Boots of Lucidity, like the cooldown boots.
Yeah.
Because then you spam your true damage like every 2 seconds instead of every 3 or whatever, which can be stupid. Like stupid strong.
Karthus actually got Zhonya's before Morgana, and I think that's thanks to the team fighting.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of excellent work there, always coordinating those ultimates together. Herb Derpster still has his, and Tea Time Korea is about to have his up, even though he kind of whiffed his last time. A little bit of a mistake there. Talking about this bot lane, it is really, I think it's going in the favor of Tristana at this point.
I think early game, if you were looking at it, you would have thought that Hello and Sona were going to be doing the most work because of the CS. But then, out of nowhere, comes Blue Team with all of this synergy and teamwork.
Yeah.
And it just like, boom. It's like an explosion of colors and awesome.
Yeah. That like triple, quadruple global work that's going on right now is just so powerful. Having them shut down Hello is just so important. And it looks like actually they're going to commit 3 to the bot lane and try and push down this turret, because they do need to make up this gold deficit.
And Kate ult just came out.
Oh, this could be pretty bad. Trying to poke this down. Kate has such high attack speed at this point, but is not... Oh, wait a second. Look at her items. It looks like Kate is actually going for a Guardian's Angel.
It could be GA or Aegis, but I highly doubt Aegis.
Yeah, I doubt Aegis. I think a GA after a Bloodthirster with someone who already gives you attack speed such as Nunu, that can be an excellent choice, because it allows you to, if you're getting focused like this, it allows you to not be that, what am I trying to say? It allows that focusing to not have that big of an effect, because your Guardian's Angel goes down, you pop back up, and then you turn that around because they already used all their globals.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's actually a pretty smart choice now you think of it.
Saw that, actually, yesterday was a game between Panda Police and, I'm actually unsure the team that they were playing against, but there was a Rengar bottom in the 1v2 lane
who rushed GA.
Rushed GA.
Into needlessly large rod.
Yeah, that was interesting to watch. And now the blue team's going to be pushing down this turret. There's a teleport in. Will they be able to get it down, though? Yes, they do. Now they have to
pushing
disengage.
them out.
Excellent
Oh
job,
no,
Delirium.
there comes the ult from Sona.
I think they're just
Shenal's
gonna,
down.
they needed to just give up the Sona there, because now I think this could be more than just one kill.
Oh no, he misses the axe, but the cooldown's going to be pretty quick. Are they going to dive?
It looks like he was trying to. Nunu is coming in now as well. Karthus does have his ultimate, so he can help a little bit. I think they're just going to take down this turret. The blue team has to give that up. They can't defend that versus
The 4? Definitely not. And did you see how fast Janna melted?
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. I think there was almost a little bit of mistake there with Jane going back in. I think she should have just kept running. There comes a certain point where you just have to say, you know what, oh wow, here we go. Dragon is being taken down. Dylan Carroll is taking so much damage.
And he is lacking his ult.
Yeah, the ulti goes off and actually Los Banderos eats that.
And the dragon is going down right now. Can blue team steal it?
I think they're either going to steal it or they're just going to ignore it right now. They're having a bit of a hard time with Hello. Hello actually gets caught by that wall, taking so much damage from the Qs, as well as the continued flash. It uses the cleanse to try and get out of that. Ooh, damage over time. Will he be able to finish her off? I do not think so. She's so
starts
close.
attacking the walls for the lifesteal.
Ooh, hops through the wall. Excellent job there. T-Time Korea is just going to go back, as is Los Panderos and her Dripster. The minion's getting pushed or pulled there. T-Time Korea is not able to finish going back. How recent was there a recent patch that forced the minions to follow you? Because
I'm not sure, but it's been happening a lot recently where I've actually gone from the second turret on purple team and brought a cannon minion all the way to dragon.
Yeah, I've had I play jungle and top lane a lot. I had a minion from top lane follow me down to my wolves. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something in recent patches.
Either way, it's kind of funny. At this point, not Los Banderos, the blue team in general is doing pretty darn well, trading even for turrets, and I think they're ahead to dragons. The scary thing, though, is that the red team does have the CS lead in general, not the highest lead. Like the blue team is just a bit behind, but it is keeping the red team in this game.
Well, absolutely. I think what's keeping the gold so close right now is the global, the team fight, and the 3 dragons in a row.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Like, I mean, being able to say, okay, dragon is right now, we need to do it right now. Yeah. It's just a good, strong thing.
Yeah, you got to be making sure that you coordinate with your team to be able to get those global objectives, because if you don't, you start falling behind. And if you're okay, Jane might be getting caught here, or they're going to engage hard into Ravlo.
Flashes and brings Jane into the team. Shen ults and flash and taunt on Morgana. Sona ult.
There's Dylan Carroll is behind. Coming from behind. Enderix taking a lot of damage right now. Dylan Carroll actually gets a kill on the Nocturne. There's the ultimate from Los Banderos, knocking everybody back and doing a lot of damage. Los Banderos trying to get out of here. There's the double kill for Dylan Carroll. That's very unfortunate. The team fight from the red team has been ridiculous so far. Everybody's so low. T-Time Korea gets a kill onto Enderix, but is not able to really finish off everybody. And he doesn't have his ultimate up, so he can't continue to do a lot of damage to those guys. And they can kind of keep going with Hello over the wall there. Might see some damage onto her. She's forced to use her E to get away, but that lifesteal is so ridiculous, and the attack speed that she has, even worse.
With Nunu, even bigger.
Yeah, she has 1.8 attack speed when Nunu's speeds are up, which is 1.8 attacks a second. When you also have that high of damage boost and your passive, like your healing is going to be off the chain.
Oh yeah. Especially with the maxed out PT, big.
This top lane still hasn't been taken down.
Ravlo ulting the top lane to get the creep.
I think that's a good choice. I mean, as Nunu, you're going to be kind of hard pressed to hit every one of those last hits without like paying complete attention. So sitting back and just using that ultimate, clear the entire wave.
Well, then again, I guess it was kind of smart too, because he can kind of look at the game and say, okay, all their ults are down for this amount of time, so I can use my ult right now.
Yeah, you can feel free to do that. Also, the Nunu ulti doesn't do as much damage as you might think unless it gets fully charged.
Yeah.
Because it's a really weird way that it scales. It's almost like it gains like a % of damage for every second that it charges, and then at the end it gains the rest instantly. At least that's how they had the scaling working. I don't know if they fixed that recently, but that's how it was working before. Looks like Spitfire 69er might actually be able to get his own blue buff this time.
Phantom Dancer on Caitlyn. I'm scared.
The attack speed is going to be off the chain.
It's going to be very close to max attack speed with Blood Boil.
It's that new boost. Then on top of that, actually no, I thought we saw Olaf building up to the Zeeks. I think I have seen Dylan Carroll playing Olaf before, and I think then he did build Zeeks. It could be a good item. Ooh, getting that Randuin's Omen. I thought he might. I think that's another good choice because you can get in the middle of everybody with your ultimate.
One thing I kind of want to point out is if you take a look at purple team, we've got the Sona with wards. We take a look over at blue team, everybody's got wards.
Yeah, that is definitely a huge difference there. 300 gold difference at this point. Dylan Carroll kind of chasing down her Derpster. Hits the slow. Might be able to hit his true damage. Oh no, the dash away. They still haven't taken down this top turret. I think that is one thing they need to do, so they can start having control of the top jungle area. Maybe take that red buff. If they take the red buff, they can slow down some of the strength of Olaf and even slow down some of the strength of Caitlyn, because she will be going for that now as well. It looks like they are just going to straight up attempt this Baron at 27 minutes. This is a little bit scary considering Morgana, Olaf, Nunu are all here. Caitlyn is not though, so they do have the potential to be able to take this. Spitfire almost getting caught out there. I think they might be just trying to do this and baiting it. Caitlyn is catching up now. They need to have that done. Blue team gets the Baron. They're engaging hard. Harablo in the middle of everybody. Enderix uses that ultimate. Harablo taking a lot of damage from T-Time Korea. Both Zanya's and Spitfire 69er goes down. Uses the Zanya's before he uses his ultimate. Quite unfortunate for him. Harablo getting chased down now as well from Herb Derpster. And that was a Baron into win, basically. They got the kill onto Spitfire, which is really important.
It was a fair trade. 1-for-1 plus Baron.
Yeah, definitely a fair trade. 1,000 gold difference now. They're just spreading that lead. Blue team keeps trying to do that. Their teamwork is so great at this point that they're able to coordinate things like that and are starting to come back ahead.
And it's a really good thing that blue team made the choice to stay on Baron rather than turn on the purple team when they showed up. Because it kind of worked out for them in the end.
Yeah, as soon as they got that Baron buff, they just got so much extra power that they are able to really do some work there. Whereas if they would have tried to turn instantly, they could have been in a bad position with not doing enough damage and not able to take out the rest of the team. Oh, those Qs from Karthus do so much damage when they hit just one person.
Yeah, the single target, like right now, giant. Yeah. Look at how much AP. It's 500.
So they just do a poke war and end up taking down that turret. Excellent job there.
I sense a fourth dragon in their future.
Quite soon. That can definitely be a possibility. And then they also have the big wave top and the big wave bottom. They can just disengage, go by, and then go ahead and push top or push bottom. Because those, I think, the top turret's up and the bottom outside turret is up. So they take down this, go back, get a bunch of items, because they have a lot of gold right now. Especially Karthus, like he's really big.
I'm not counting purple team out yet. They had a really strong team fight in open area.
Yeah.
So I think if they can play to that strength, they actually might be able to pull something out here.
Definitely. Especially with when Caitlyn's done her Infinity Edge, she's going to start doing some sick damage. Those crits that she's going to hit are going to be ridiculous. Spitfire 69er trying to build up to that Rabadon's death cap. I think that's a pretty decent choice to try and catch up to Karthus. Karthus 7-2-1 with the exact same CS as Morgana.
She's about 1,000 away from her Rabbies right now.
And what is Karthus building up to? It looks like he's building up to an Athene's Unholy Grail.
That's actually, I think it's a super good item on Karthus.
Yeah, because you're a spamming machine. You want to constantly have your E up, and you want to be spamming all those Qs. And in a team fight, that's super important to have all your mana up so you can get those kills, do some work.
I think Los Panderos is opting to go for the last whisper before he goes into the full Phantom Dancer. Just because if you take a look at purple team, they just kind of got a lot of armor.
Yeah, indeed. Though I think versus the real power from the blue team, that might not be the best choice. And Los Panderos almost getting caught out there because the purple team, most of their damage is actually coming from that magic. You know, they have the Karthus doing so much work in these team fights. His Qs do like 800 damage if they hit one person.
It kind of looks like the purple team's got Spitfire 69er just kind of trying to fish with his Q.
Yeah, if they can catch somebody with that Q, they can definitely go for an engage there. And ooh, that
the wall of traps too.
This is amazing, or this is exactly what you want to be doing with Shen, rather. Going and counter push, or not counter pushing, but split pushing as you're just having a poke war here. Because even if they do manage to get engaged on, Shen can ult in, save somebody's life, and then come in and turn a team fight around.
Look at the damage that went on Hello just from pokes.
Yeah. The poke is so ridiculous here, and Los Banderas' range is starting to get up there. I think 2 more levels and he'll be maxed for his range.
Yeah, Nocturne's just kind of popping W and getting rid of these traps like one at a time, which is a smart move, but Kate's cooldown is the same, so she's just going to keep replacing them.
But I think it is a good idea to do this. So Olaf is forced to go top now versus
Olaf
her
fails.
finisher. Oh my god.
Delirium gets caught by the trap and the Q. But
use that ultimate to push everybody away. Spitfire, though, coming in, hits her with the pool and the ultimate from Enderix. So they used one ultimate to catch that. Lost Banderas trying to hop out of here as well. Okay, Jane coming through everybody, distracting them, flashes over the wall, gets out, should be able to get out of here. No, there's the ultimate from Hello, not actually able to finish him off because I think of the spell shield. Okay, Jane turning around on Herablo. He needs to do something. Oh, there's the Shen ulti. This could definitely be a little bit of a turnaround. Oh no, he cancels the teleport in. Oh no, he doesn't actually. He hops in. I think that was a little bit of a mistake. Karthus
ulti from Karthus
catches Grungy Nunu, but that's going to be about it. Oh, there's the engage onto Hello. Trying to run away now. Can he flash over the wall or something?
I think it's going to... Oh, no, the fail flash. Not good.
No, he clicked over the wall and then tried to flash when that just moves him back more. He's just trying to run now. Everybody has low mana. Can he do something? No, he just distracts Hello, and now he has to get out of there. Ouch. That was definitely a bad turnaround for them. Though the blue team is actually increasing their lead a lot. They're at 3.6k gold ahead now. Before it was only 2k, or 1k. T-Time Korea going to try and defend this. I think as Karthus, you can defend this pretty well.
I don't know against the Olaf.
Yeah, and the Caitlyn. Like most of the time you can defend really well, but that Olaf-Kate combo with the slow and the true damage and the like, you're going to have a bit of a problem there.
Look at how much health Dylan Carroll has. This is scary. Plus the power to just kind of dive straight in.
Oh yeah, and he also has all that mitigation from Randu and Zoman. Be kind of scary.
I'm kind of stoked to see if they're just going to have like an all-out fight, not at a bottleneck, not at a close, and not at a turret, just an open field.
Yeah, I really want to see how that ends up going, because you know both of these teams have actually. It's kind of hard to say because both of them have really strong fighting in like tight areas, right? Like you have the Morgana, you have the ultimate from Sona, you have the single target damage from Caitlyn, and then you have like Olaf running through everybody. But then on the other side you have Shen, you have Karthus, you have Janna able to knock people out, like separate the team fight.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to fight bottleneck with a Karthus.
And it looks like they're just preparing for Baron right now. I think that's a smart thing to do.
But I'm pretty sure...
Sona gets a little bit caught out there, but the rest of the team is...
No capitalization. I'm pretty sure they knew that the rest of the team was coming. It was a risky move if they all just kind of jumped on it.
Yeah. So now they're just going to take out this ward, which is exactly what you want to do, and then immediately it gets replaced. I find that kind of funny. Would love to see them take that ward, though. So Baron is here now. It's a matter of will they be able to get it, though. It's a very scary position to be in. They're fighting on the other side of the wall, or at least trying to. They got
this time it kind of looks like they're baiting it because they're not in the pit and they don't seem like they want to collapse.
Yeah. They want to bait that out, catch Morgana again, or catch someone like... actually, it looks like they might actually be going for it this time.
Yeah, they're collapsed inside now. So they're going to be relying on the smite.
Pretty sick. Oh, the red team actually steals it. Caitlyn steals that. OKG hops in, but he gets taken out instantly. Hello gets a dump, or gets another kill onto that. T-Time Korea in the middle of everybody and actually not able to finish everybody off. Is he going to use the ultimate? Yes, he will. Should be able to get the kill on Dylan Carroll. Dylan Carroll goes down, gets a triple kill. Holy jeez, the damage. But Hello's also doing some mad work. Los Banderas and Herb Derpster can't really fight this. At least they took out most people there, but ouch. Ouch. Hello doing so much work there. They need to have better focus on her.
That was actually a really good fight, though.
Yeah, it was... That Karthus ulti, eh?
Oh, yeah. Triple kill. So much damage. I think this time they kind of figured that they would collapse on Baron again, and this time they kind of played it out a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Wish we had a replay.
I think we could, but we have to like have some amazing Korean dudes doing it for us. Gotta get the Korean replayers. These guys are insane. Do you watch the OGN summer tournaments or whatever?
Yeah. I kind of like the technology they have.
Yeah. They have they have 2 commentators, 1 guy who controls the camera. That's got to be nice. I mean, with directed camera, like right now, we don't even have to have our hands on the keyboard or the mouse at all. Which is pretty nice for us.
Caitlyn getting red buff. Yeah. So we got Infinity Edge.
Infinity Edge, BF Sword.
That's going to be like 1,300 damage headshots.
And then you have your Phantom Dancer and the Nunu. Oh.
And actually, the Zeke's Herald goes on Olaf. Good call.
Yeah, I called that. Woohoo. Feel like the bestest.
And the Athene's Unholy Grail as well.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I'm not sure what he's building up to next with that blasting one. He can build a bunch of different ways. Maybe something that, like the rod that penetrates.
The 5th dragon in a row.
Blue team getting these dragons. They got them locked down. They have really good objective control, I've noticed.
Firefighter Tristana turns into Dragon Slayer Tristana.
Yep, she's just a transforming Tristana. I was trying to make that sound similar, but it really didn't. I just realized that.
It worked well. I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm happy about that.
They closed the gap now, too.
Yeah.
Like, they're so close in gold right now. Team Blue's very, very, very small amount ahead.
Well, the Baron and the same amount of kills really closed that gap, right? So let's see.
We got all ultis up again. Most flashes. I want to see a fight in open space, but Delirium looks like he's going back.
Well, I think at this point the blue team does have to defend because Hello does still have that Baron. Also has the red buff. They need to keep that defense up. If they can defend, then maybe they can pull out a win here. Because like we've seen throughout this game, the red team has a lot of strength in certain people, like Olaf and Caitlyn, and those guys they're going to do a lot of damage, but if you have, a correct defense, then maybe they won't do as much as they should or they will. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now.
I'm just kind of focused on the fact that I want to see another team fight.
Yeah.
Because they both have such good potential when it comes to team fight.
Oh, one thing I see right now is Karthus is bottom. I think he's teleporting back. Okay, yes, he has. And Nocturne's also out of position. So I think this is easily going to be an inhibitor.
It could be because Shen's also gone back Shen ulti, I suppose.
Yeah.
Nocturne's actually in range for ulti as well, but going back.
There we go. Red team pings themselves, trying to clear some wards. I think that's an excellent choice.
Oh, this close to catching Karthus with the Q.
Jeez. How much damage or how much attack speed does that Caitlyn have right now with that new buff?
Caitlyn's sitting at 2.1.
Oh, lordy. She's taking quite a bit of damage, though, from that harass from Tristana. Tristana just doesn't have as much gold as her at all, and she's falling behind items. Tristana is a bit stronger lately.
There was a lot of poke there actually onto Hello from Tristana, and that's the greatest thing about her steroid is when somebody steps in range and you press Q, you can get at least 3 to 4 shots off before they get away.
Yeah.
There's the ulti going down onto Hello. Hello actually eating away.
Oh no.
And the Shen ult goes down onto Nocturne.
They did not commit. I think that was the biggest mistake there. If you are going to do something like that, you need to commit because the bonuses you get. Delirium taking so much damage from that combo, and then they use the Shirelles to engage in a hard.
Karthus just took so much damage.
Goes over the wall. OKG Jane goes in hard. What the hell was that? He went in so fast. Gets in on top of that. Isn't really able to do too much there. Bossman sacrifices himself. Dylan Carroll doing a lot of damage to Herbrista right now. Herbrista goes a little over the wall. T-Time Korea uses his Zonias and really didn't have too much going on for him. Uses that ultimate, really be able to get a couple kills here. Oh my god, so many people getting low. Not able to finish that off though. Delirium's actually the only one up for the next 30 seconds. I think this might be GG. Just a little bit too...
Man, Brandon does no damage.
Yeah, he does no damage, but he is the Sona, I guess. That's who I'm assuming Brandon does no damage. That's my assumption there.
And I think this is the end. Yes. Look at the Kate just destroying the Nexus.
So much damage and so much damage. Alrighty, guys, I've been reminding you all day yesterday, and I'm going to remind you all day today. Go to Twitter, use the hashtag YEGOpen, and follow OK Gaming to enter a $10 RP giveaway. Win that $10 worth of RP, and then buy yourself like 80 different skins. Probably not, but it's always a nice little dream. Also, there's like a little show of what you should do. And then make sure to go and follow some of our sponsors, such as MaxFrag and MaxFrag.net. They provide servers for Mumble and Vent and other such things. Also, if you have legendary hunger, follow Oodle Noodle at, or go and buy Oodle Noodle in Edmonton. That's what I meant to say. You can follow them on Twitter too. You can always do that. But Oodle Noodle deliver all around the city. Pretty nice, delicious food. Also over here at OverKlocked, we do have League of Legends night every Thursday night from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. $10 for members, $15 for non-members. Come play some League over here. OverKlocked Gaming does have some social media stuff. Twitter.com/OKGaming, Facebook.com/OverKlocked Gaming, YouTube.com/OverKlocked Edmonton, and OverKlocked.com. Check those sites out. Also remember to follow Edmonton Gamers, EdmontonGamers.com, Twitter.com/EdmontonGamers, YouTube.com/EdmontonGamers, and Facebook.com/EdmontonGamers. Yay.